there's hope. There's people that care still.
United Samaritans Foundation does care.
Our mission is to feed people. That's our primary mission, and we do that through our daily lunch truck. We do it through our emergency food box program.
Thank you very much.
And we serve on an average 1,200 to 1,500 lunches a day, which comes out to about 35,000 lunches a month, to about over 400,000 lunches a year.
The United Samaritans Foundation serves 9 Stanislaus County communities with 4 lunch trucks 5 days a week. The lunches are made in Foundation kitchens in Turlock and Houston and at St. Stanislaus School Kitchen in Modesto, loaded onto the trucks and delivered to the hundreds of hungry men, women, and children in those communities.
So many people depend on them. They're wonderful.
You're welcome. He's so cute. Bye, you guys. It makes me feel good because I get to give food to people who are able to get it at home.
They do a really good job. They feed people and they help them out a lot. So Good Samaritan, thumbs up.
It's helped us out a lot. Yes, my grandkids too. I have 4 of them that we was coming here a lot, and they have helped us out a lot. And they don't make you feel low, down by doing it. They're very kind people. I bless them so much. I thank God for them.
See?
We saw this as a real need at the end of the month from our Daily Bread Ministry lunch trucks, that the numbers increased considerably at the end of the month when people were running out of food. We serve many elderly who were on fixed incomes. And so by the end of the month, we saw the numbers really increasing in size. So we decided to go and do an emergency food box for them at the end of the month to help them get through until they get their next paycheck.
The monthly food box program in Turlock and in Houston allows residents to pick up a substantial box of supplies every other month, and the recipients say it really helps.
For a while, my kids received WIC, and once that stopped, it's been kind of hard, providing little things and stuff. We're limited funds in our income, and so when I found out about this, I started coming every couple months, and it does help out a lot, the juice and the bread and stuff.
We have to work together, yeah. I do that where I live at Silvercrest. I help them when they need to go to the doctor or something, and we don't know when we need help ourselves.
Money is tight for them, and sometimes it comes to choice between paying their bills and feeding their children, and this helps them to feed their children. And for many seniors who live on a fixed income, the prices have gone up, gas has gone up, rent has gone up. We are seeing more seniors and single adults coming in for food boxes now because they can't make that dollar stretch.
Donated clothing is also made available at the food box days.
So you want a heavy jacket? If they need blankets or hygiene products or clothes, shoes, I just basically try to do whatever I can to meet whatever need they have.
The clothes closet gives people the opportunity to shop for needed items at no charge. The United Samaritans Foundation also gives homeless people the opportunity to use laundry and shower facilities at its Turlock site.
They really have a really good program going for people like myself, homeless people. Without them, I know what we do. And when you're homeless and you're on the streets, what we get here is kind of, how can I put this, very needed and very appreciated.
We need to make room for them in our lives and in our hearts. It's just the way we should do things.
That volunteer attitude is the backbone of the United Samaritans Foundation.
We use volunteers in the kitchen making sandwiches. We use volunteers out on the truck to help serve the food. We use volunteers in our clothes closet. In sorting things, we use volunteers to pick up donations. And we use volunteers for our fundraisers. So volunteers are a very big, important part of what we do here, to be able to do what we do.
We always think that one person can't make a difference. But after coming here for so many years and making sandwiches, thousands and thousands, I realize that one person can make a difference. And so it's important to me to give something back to the community.
Marianne Seegers agrees and says her mission is simple, to feed people.
I figure you got to give back.
you know. I've been very fortunate, so I like to help other people. I figure if we feed one person that's hungry, you've done your job.
Ted Bruger also helps feed people. He's responsible for picking up the donated items from local stores and delivering them to the foundation so they can be distributed to the hungry.
It just gives you a good feeling. You know, you're helping somebody out, and that's what we're here for.
And the people they help say they sure need it and appreciate it.
We're actually the poorest of the poor, that's why we're on the streets. And these people here have a big heart, real big heart.
They're really wonderful. I mean, they're here faithfully every day, and they work hard.
We have a couple that were physically handicapped. They were in a car accident. They were homeless, became homeless, living on the street, living in their van. They now have an apartment in Modesto, and so for us, that's a success story.
United Samaritans Foundation also works with various community agencies and provides resources and referrals to those in need. The foundation depends on generous donations from the community, both in food and clothing and in money.
We really need people to open up their wallets and listen to their hearts and give to the United Samaritans to help us feed those needy families.
And people have. People like Maria Sali.
She was driving by one of our trucks and saw some kids eating lunch. At first she thought it was just one of the taco trucks, and then she realized it was the United Samaritans truck, and these kids were wolfing down the lunch like it was their only meal of the day. And it probably was. It touched her heart. And she's been donating to us on a regular basis.
I realized how lucky, Frank and I and my family are. I mean, I had just given my grandson money for lunch. These kids had to walk a half a mile to get lunch. And that had a big impact. It made me realize how many people are out there that are hungry just in Stanislaus County. And that really made an impact on me, on how hungry some of these children are.
For families that are struggling, until they can get on their feet, like I'm going to school as well, trying to, get off of the lower income, and hopefully, I will be able to provide, some sort of donations to places like this that help me.
We will always have those people who are in need everywhere, every day. And so I'm grateful to all the people that contribute.
And I have to congratulate the stores for being so generous and giving their things. It's great.
The United Samaritans Foundation, on a mission to make sure no one goes hungry.
It makes me feel like I'm doing something right in this world.
I say it makes me feel great. It does. Or I wouldn't be doing it.
Well, it's hard to not want to help someone who's hungry or needs a shirt or a pair of pants or a pair of shoes. For most people, they look at this as a ministry.
It doesn't matter if you give $5 or whatever you think you can afford to give. It really has an impact on these children and these kids, even at high school level.
There's so many aspects of this organization that it is just an absolute blessing, not only to myself, but to the community and to the homeless and the low income. Anyone that's in need can come here and we can do our best to help them.
We're doing what God asked us to do, is to feed the hungry and clothe them.
Thank you.
Please help the United Samaritans Foundation make sure no one in our community goes hungry.